Hey y'all, this is part two. Check out part one. I was leaving off with Miracle Watts and Tyler, how they got engaged. Congratulations to Miracle Watts. Girl, you got the ring that everybody was saying you wasn't gonna get, girl. Congratulations. Okay? But anyways, where I left off, I haven't seen much feedback on it. I haven't seen so many think pieces about our girl Miracle Watts since she got engaged. And what I will continue to say is everybody has a purpose and a destiny. She spoke up for herself. She spoke up to her man. She put it on the internet. Hey, honey, you got to marry me. You have to marry me. And everybody was calling her dumb and stupid. Mainly what I was seeing, because men weren't talking about it. It was other black women. Let's talk about it. The projection, right? And sorry if y'all hear all of this noise and all this stuff. I live on the main road. Work with me. I don't, yeah. Anyways. I understand why women are so vicious towards each other, judgmental towards each other, unforgiving of each other. I understand it because there was a time when the only thing that we could brag about is the person that we married. We had no rights. We had no rights to our bodies. We had no rights to our minds. We had no rights to our money. We had no rights to our property, right? We could not own property. We had to be spoken for. So when you talk about generational curses and you talk about from family to family, we also need to talk about from gender on down, from woman to woman, right? These are things that we still need to break. These are things that that are still ingrained in our minds, that our value is determined off of a man choosing us. Because at one point, that's what our value was. A man choosing us. And if he said you was just a whore, you was just a whore. If he said you was a wife, you was a wife, even if you was a whore. If he said that a whore couldn't be a wife, then you couldn't be a wife. Right? So I understand why we still are vicious towards each other, why we have a hard time seeing each other do well, why we take glory or we find it amusing to see another woman be dragged by a man, to not get the ring, to become a baby mama, right? To be humiliated because their man chose to cheat on them and not honor them, even though they were honoring themselves and the sanctity of their relationship. Right? So I understand why we as women still do these things to each other in the midst of going through it, in the midst of it happening to us. Right? Because we have to get to a point where we see that is what was instilled in us, that our value has nothing to do with any kind of external validation. That our value has nothing to do with a man. It has nothing to do with how we look. It has nothing to do with how good we are. We cook, how good we clean, how good we are a service to others. That our value completely determines on what is inside of us, our integrity and our dignity, how we honor ourselves, how we respect ourselves, how we respect the people around us. Right? That is what it is. You can have all the money in the world. You can have a good man, right? You can have everything going for you. But if you're nasty on the inside, that is your honor. That is your integrity. That is your value as a woman. Your value has nothing to do with the outside validation. It has nothing to do with how slim your waist is and how thick your tail is. It has nothing to do with how slim you are. It has nothing to do with anything, how long your hair is, how fine it is, how curly it is. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with what is on the inside. Is it gook? Is it coal? Or is it gold? And to see our women being dragged by other women. I told you, he ain't anyways. I don't know why she's stupid. She's this, she's that. Okay, ma'am. Okay, sis. what? You said it. Now what? What does that make you? How are you honoring yourself on today? Huh? Oh, it would never be me. I'm inside. I'm outside. Women who stay inside get cheated on. Okay, sis. And women on the outside get cheated on too. Women in the streets get cheated on, just like women in the inside, staying in the house get cheated on. And women who are staying in the inside ain't better than the women on the outside. What is inside of your heart? Is it darkness? Is it greed? Is it jealousy? Is it hate? And if you experience these things, if you experience jealousy, that is okay. But you have to understand where it's coming from. And how are you going to victimize somebody because you are jealous? Or are you going to work on yourself? Or are you going to work on loving yourself more? Are you going to work on honoring yourself more? Are you going to do the right things, say the right things, despite you may feel some kind of way? Our honor is not even in how many children we bear. And how it has nothing to do with that either, because some of us, that's not our calling. Now what? Are we going to protect each other? Are we going to tear each other down with the rest of the world? What are we going to do? What are we going to choose to do with ourselves? Because let's talk about it. From the elections, all we got is us. We holding it down. So what are we going to do? Are we going to continue to relish in another woman's situation that might not be the best situation? Are we going to relish in the fact that she got a little pudge, that her man ain't got it together? Right? That she may wear a short skirt instead of a long one. Are we going to do that? Are we going to make another woman feel bad about herself? What are we going to do? Because what we've been doing is not of us. It's of our past. The things that have been instilled in us. The insecurities that have been instilled in us. The things that we have that have been instilled in us to make us feel like we are here and not up here. That we're not royal. We going to fight over him, or we going to move on? Are we going to honor ourselves? Let's talk about it. So, that's all I got to say, y'all. I'm going to go clean up my house because I'm a good woman. Because I'm a good woman. I'm going to clean up. Okay? All right. Let me stop. But like, share, subscribe. Leave your thoughts. Leave your thoughts. I just had to get that out. Leave your thoughts. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm saying this with all of the love in the world. And that might sound fake in itself, but my heart, I'm saying it with all love. We have to elevate. We have to move on. We have to do better. Okay? So, like, share, subscribe, comment, like, subscribe. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Support a black woman today. Today. Start today. Okay? All right, y'all. Goodbye. Love you.